Hey guys, another car video. Who am I? And what is lifting the veil? And why does anyone care? Some of the first memories that I had were since I was about 3 or 4 years old. Driving around in the car with my mom. I remember looking around, seeing all the signs, all the symbols, all around us. This world full of signs and symbols. And I remember asking her, what does that mean? What does this mean? What does that say? That is my sole purpose and my sole mission in life, is understanding. Is to understand who I am, who we are, what we're here for, what does everything mean? And that brings us to why I do what I do today. The Hive Mind Invasion of Civilization, a compendium of esoteric science, symbolism, and universal secrets. If you'd like to purchase this book, you can head over to my brand new website that I've set up at liftingtheveil.tv, and I will see all of you there. Make sure you are still subscribed to the channel. Click the bell notification for future updates on all my videos. Because those who seek will find. And so that is the meaning of lifting the veil. Comes from ancient Greek. Lifting the veil is the English translation of ancient Greek apocalypse. It comes from apocalypso. The two root words, apocalypso. Greek apo means above or away from, and calypso means something hidden. In other words, Calypso is the goddess of the underworld. So in other words, something hidden beneath, something buried, something hidden in the darkness. And the apo is the revealing, the lifting away. It literally means lifting the veil. It means a great revealing and awakening. And symbolically, this is also the duality or the polarity symbolically and mythologically ties in. Again, apocalypso means a lifting the veil, a coming to light, a revealing of the light. It means uncovering what is in the dark and to reveal it, to expose it to the light. And that is also the symbolic meaning of, I liken it to Apollo plus Calypso. Apollo being the sun, the sun god. Calypso being the goddess of the a goddess. There are many goddesses of the underworld. A goddess of the underworld. So the Apollo and Calypso. In other words, the sun and the light and the dark, light and darkness. And this refers to. This is why the Mel Gibson film Apocalypto is all about the solar eclipse, because the solar eclipse is the revealing of the light, the covering of the sun, the obscuring of the sunlight by the moon, by the darkness, and then subsequently the revealing of the light from the darkness and the unveiling. It is the uncovering of knowledge, of something hidden, of something buried, returning and revealing to the light. The depths. Think of a hidden treasure at the bottom of the ocean in the dark abyss. And you have to dive into the depths of the abyss, into the unknown. And this is the whole essence of every mythological creation story since the beginning of time. From darkness, all things come to light. The Genesis creation story. From darkness to light, through the darkness of the movement of the water on the dark face of the waters of the abyss, came a thought, penetrated the abyss. Abyss literally means that which is unfathomable. This is why the depths of the abyss, of the ocean, are referred to as fathoms, because in order to fathom something, it literally means to penetrate with the mind. So the mind is the soul. The soul literally means psyche. Psyche literally means soul. Psyche we refer to, it literally means the mind. So the soul is the mind. The mind is the soul. This is what people don't understand. And soul itself is linked to the sea. It comes from siwas. This is why you have the word sheol. Sheol is the root of the sea, of salt water, of the soul, because the ancients believed, and the etymology and the mythology shows that the salt water holds memory, is memories. They believe that all souls come from and return to the water. The waters of the abyss, the cosmic waters, the waters of the womb, the waters of space. All of it is universal. The dark abyss from which all light penetrates and gives birth to light. That is the whole essence of who I am, and why my brand, my purpose, my mission is lifting the veil. That is why I am lifting the veil. I mean, that's who I am. And that's everything that I do. That's everything that I've always done. That's what I've always done. I've always been obsessed with learning. If I'm not learning something, then I'm not satisfied. And if I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy. And so it's just what I do. I can't help it. In my free time, I'm never bored because I'm always looking. I'm always seeking. I'm always learning, absorbing. It's called ubiquitous assimilation. I've always been like a sponge, absorbing and analyzing and taking in everything that I see, everything around me. And all of us do that inherently, especially when we're children in our formative years. We are literally sponges, but that ability has to be honed. It has to be crafted. It has to be unleashed and unlocked. And I guess that's what sets me apart from most, is that most people have not cultivated that ability, and they don't have the same desire for learning and for wanting to know things, especially things that they don't want to know. Looking and seeking for things that they don't want to hear or that they don't want to know, to uncover what has been hidden. And so I don't know where I was going or why, but it's just something that I was thinking about and something that I wanted to get out of my head and off my tongue. Once I learned some of the most important information that you can learn in life, especially around diet and nutrition, I realized that nobody else around me knew these things about the occult, about esoterica, about diet, lifestyle, and nutritional medicine. Nobody knew these things, and as soon as I learned it, my first reaction was a little bit of anger. How come nobody went out of their way to tell me these things? These are the most important things I've ever learned in my life. Not only that, it's what I've been searching for my entire life. These are the answers that I had always wanted since I could remember. I realized that it's my job, it's my purpose, it's my mission to share what I learn, so that anyone else out there who is also like me, and apparently there's not most people out there don't want to know or care or even care about these things, what things mean, where they come from, and why. Most people don't want to know and don't care. But for the ones who are like me, that are out there and have also had these questions, wanted to know, that is my purpose, is to share the information so that if they're like me, they can also have the knowledge that I have been seeking my whole life, so that I could help someone have the answers that I never had until eventually I found them, or someone shared them with me. And I knew that was my purpose, was simply to share information so that anyone else who was like me, who had been seeking, would be able to